Hello everyone and welcome to Chapo Cap House versus Ping Gizzard and the Lizard Wizards. Oh, I love saying that so much. This is week 2 of NLTP 18 gameplay. We have quite an exciting game coming up on us. And we have Second Skin with us today. The first time Second has appeared on Dwarf Stream.
Howdy stream, thanks for having me, Dwarf. That is correct, this is the first time I've been on. So we got a game here today, like you said, with Ping, Gizzard, and the Lizard Wizards. As they're about to give up a cap. No, what an excellent grab by Dad there, and the return as well, as he's out past 2, but Slowpoke with the return, and we're kind of reset here.
To clarify, the Ping Gizzard and the Lizard Wizards are the same team. That's one big
one team.
Yes.
First pub battle of the day goes to the Ping, as Serendipity gets a tag pro, as well as Graham Parsons getting
this might be a cap
juke. And it is. Wow, what a great bomb there by FK.
As in, he had to take the initiative to get to that bomb, and like there were 3 people in front of him playing OD. Fairly successful OD until he slipped them and capped.
He's about to do it again. Nice job. He just barely gets the corner there. And another cap there by FK. He is quite good.
For those who don't know, FK is also known as the fakest. He's definitely not faking it.
Joining him on offense is Dad, as he sits up for the pup there mid. And on defense, there is for the Chapo Chap House, you have PK and Rig, Slob My Knob, I believe, going offense. Rig was on temporary O for a second there. And Slob My Knob trying to get out here. Great kiss by him. If he can get the reset, that's outstanding timing.
I honestly remember Graham as being more of an offender. Maybe my memory's gone wrong on that.
I believe he might be, I'm not sure if he's D-restricted or something like that, but I'm pretty sure Fakest and Dad are their O pair.
I'm going to check tagpro.eu quick.
Wow, as PK gets the most generous cap I've ever seen. But it looks like Graham's about to return the favor here.
I'm wrong, he's never really played defense in any competitive league. And also interesting to note is that he made the jump to 18 in Season 4 Novice League Tag Pro. So that's 2 seasons ago.
Only 2 seasons ago.
For those people like me who don't know whether it's Season 19 or 16.
Dad trying to use that bomb just like FK did. He could not duplicate that. We got Fakest holding the flag now for the Gizzard Lizard Wizards, and Slowpoke also holding for Chapo Chap House. As Rig's gonna pick up a juke, Slob My Knob gets a tag pro, and this is very dangerous for our lovely friends here in the Ping Gizzard world. Is Dad, you hold that bomb there, gets the return actually,
and a kiss to get reset. I would say
that was very smart, but they definitely Rig needed to get out there.
Yeah, Chapo had a good advantage there just because they had the opportunity to grab, the Gizzards didn't. Nice out by Slob if he... I guess it didn't quite work out. But PK has the out pass for... This might be a cap for the Chapos.
Great snipe there by FK. Did an awesome job getting the return. As pups come up here again, it's a couple of rollings and a juke juice.
I actually find these situations really interesting because the power-ups are so mild that there's not that much they do, and it really highlights how positioning can impact the game. If you're too out of position, pups will not save you.
Slob my knob trying to get by Graham. Can't. Great little shutdown there by him. As Slowpoke has the bomb, trying to take it out. Can't squeeze it through there either. And Gizzards do have a 5-1 lead here. We're about 4 minutes left. We got another pup battle coming up here. And PK goes for a grab there. This might kind of give the pup advantage to the Gizzards, which is the last thing they need. Is FK. He does a phenomenal job, and they are going to win all 3 pups and get the cap.
The Gizzards cap for a 6th time! Woohoo!
And they're looking to make it 7 here, and they probably will.
If they don't... Oh, that was tight. Very tight.
That was very clutch.
Like that Tag Pro, if it was a few pixels off, I think that would not have gone for the Gizzards there.
Yeah, that was very close to their very narrow margins there. As Slowpoke gets out past 3, has to take a second there because of this. And FK shuts him down.
I'm also surprised the Chapos haven't capped more by this point because they've gotten some really good grabs, like past 3s and even at some points past 4.
The Gizzards have just been incredibly clutch with their plays, and they're about to... Whoa, Slowpoke! Oh my goodness, that was ridiculous.
And PK there was the timing on the rolling.
Absolutely could not ask for a better snipe by Slowpoke.
Oh, that lead left some wanting for.
Yeah, there's definitely some desire left by that Tag Pro lead.
But overall, I feel this as a team that if they get their stuff together, could come back to win next round. You know how the Pigeon Boys had the same situation week 1 on 18? Like, they went down on the first half, but they always came back to win the game.
Yeah, we'll see if Chapo Cap House, excuse me, have that level of comeback, some testicular fortitude, if you will. Wow, what a snipe.
More unfortunate timing.
Just can't.
And they've got a rolling and a Tag Pro and a grabber and a... Can they make something of this? I hope they can.
Rig should not be looking for a kiss here.
Oh, come on, come on.
Do they have it? They've got it. Rig's got that cap there.
Chapo Cap House gets their 2nd cap, bringing the loss to 7-2. 1 less cap to go.
5 cap deficit here. Definitely not impossible with how, you can definitely get some cap trains here. They're not out of it yet, but they have to play smart Tag Pro for the entire next half here.
Heck, my team even once came back from a 5-point loss no, 6-cap loss mid-half. Like, we had 3 minutes left, and we came back. So, it's definitely possible, but it's, you need to play well.
Yeah, and the issue here is that they have, you need to be playing well if you're not going to get the pups, and that is an incredibly fortunate timing there, as PK has an easy boost cap there. Slobbing my knob, trying to get past Graham, won't.
I feel like Chapo Cap House, even when they've been getting the power-ups, haven't really been using them that well. I mean, some of it has been good, but it just hasn't felt that effective.
No, you're absolutely right. And keeping 4 in base here is very smart. he caps on this, that would be the most insane thing.
And that's a 4-cap lead that they must come back from next half.
7-3 first half is a good half by the Ping Gizzard and the Lizard Wizards. They FK did a great job holding the flag. 2 minutes a hold, absolutely nuts. And Serendipity and Graham Parsons over 3 minutes to prevent. So easy to, they just had no problem keeping that flag in base. It always seemed like the Chapo Chap House was trying to not grab because they were out of base past 2 every time. So really need to see that defense kind of turn it up a little bit, and want to see some more out of Rig and Slow Polka. Just get PK and Slob off of that playing OD up there, and see if they can really just work it and try to get some grabs. And they definitely have a shot here. So
I don't really have much to add to that analysis. It's like you covered most of the major points. And power-ups. I feel even if they improved their power-up game, as in getting more of it, it just wouldn't make that much of a difference.
It's more about usage. They need to really take a look at how they use the power-ups. Even when they had them, they just weren't getting, if they had them, it was a rolling and it was diffused immediately. If they had it, it was a juke, or if they got the tag pros, because they did get a fair number of tag pros, they just weren't able to really effectively utilize them. And we saw the exact opposite there from the Gizzard Wizard Lizards. They had, they got a whole bunch of power-ups, and they always seem to be effective in using them.
Ooh. Why did it change my... Okay, that's mildly frustrating. I had a playlist set up for the stream, and then it started randomly shuffling its stuff. But why is it not? I'll go back to the beginning. There we go. The first score was 7-3, correct?
7-3 is correct.
Yeah, because I'm going to enter that score quickly. Okay, and the stream is on. Hello everyone, and welcome to Game 1, Half 2 of the Chapo Cap House versus the Ping Gizzard and the Lizard Wizards.
Alright, Gizzards are in blue with the Chapos in red. As got a couple of flaccid grabs here from both team. Haven't seen any good work. Rig has been kind of body and dad there, but he is going to get a nice little rub grab. Rig preventing him, just kind of holding him as Slow Polka does roll off, get the return, and Rig's there for anti to keep Facus from getting an easy grab. Great moves by them. On the opposite side, PK trying to get out and just can't quite. Slob gave him some space, but he just wasn't able to get enough to actually get him out of there.
Let's talk about our player of the minute, specifically Slow Polka. Slow Polka has previously played minors as well as 18 Tag Pro, as well as having subbed in 4 majors. So he is quite the player.
Yeah, quite experienced. And Slow Polka doing a really good job on defense as well.
He mostly has played defense, although there are some seasons where he has played offense. No, wait, am I reading this wrong? He's played practically both, evenly. The last time he has played is Minor League Season 19. Is that the current season, Season 19 Minors?
Yes.
Okay, the last time he played was 18 Season 15, which is last season. He played... I can't even tell what position he played. Like, he got 8 O gasp, 8 D gasp. He's just a well-rounded player.
Yes, his Slow Polka is excellent defender. Also great at holding the flag. So he's gonna accomplish a whole lot here. And he gets a tag pro, and PK is gonna try to get out here. Can't quite get around.
This might be a capping situation. Ugh.
It definitely is, but Rig just holding the flag there as Slob gets on Re.
Slava my holds just holding. Was holding.
This is dangerous here. As Dad's coming push for the return. PK's got to stay alive. Wow, he
And Chapo
does.
Chap House prevents a cap on them. It was so close to being a cap, and they just clutched it out of the Pink's
PK
hands.
literally held exactly the length of time that he needed to.
And most people, I would dare say, would be hard pressed to find anything closer in competitive.
Yeah.
In
Rig
competitive
with a
play.
rolling. This is a dangerous situation here for.
Rig, I feel overextended there.
Yeah, he did. But as a defender that's holding the flag, sometimes that's kind of what happens. And
Yeah.
FK just took a phenomenal boost all the way into exactly where PK was boosting, and that's just unfortunate for him there. PK gets abused by Graham Parsons on defense, though. And he does a great job getting ahead, though. So, and a nice return. As Slowpoke.
The Chapels are definitely playing a lot better OD this half. Like, it is markedly improved.
Yeah, it's significantly improved. But the issue is that they've got to be able to get resets and make the most of their capping opportunities.
And with them being down right now, they need caps. It's like,
Yes, they do. They need to kiss and reset and play anti, get the fundamentals there. Slob had an opportunity there, and now Lizards have a out past 3 situation.
I'm
As
currently
Graham's
having
gonna
some
try to
apple
take a bomb
turnovers.
there. I think he's got it. He does. Oh my goodness,
Ooh.
Rig just barely.
And that's what I mean by, like, I don't know whether... Honestly, the improved OD for Chapels could partly be just luck. Like, it almost looks like magic at times.
All right, Slob my knob trying to get out past Saren. He does. PK's got to grab now. Can he slide past Graham Parsons? No. Great shutdown by the Ping's defense here. As PK almost gets that juke. And now there's 2 jukes, 1 on O, 1 on D, and now 1 on flag carry, 1 on D. And he's
The
past
Chapels
3.
have to be careful.
That's past 4. That's a cap.
And very nice cap by the Ping Gizzards there. They played it slow and teased offense just enough that they got the pass 4.
Yeah, they really baited him on grabs there. I kind of expected Chapo Cap House to be a little smarter there, as they absolutely could have just, not grabbed, played OD, and they're gonna get capped on as well here by overly risky decisions. That's kind of been their move so far this game. Is they haven't played significantly worse than the Gizzards. They've just made significantly worse decisions.
On that note, let's give a warm hello to our loyal viewer, Cursor Saucy. Approved by Cursor Saucy Incorporated.
Slobbing my knob with that juke, making some use of it here. Saren has that tag pro though. Gonna be kind of difficult to. And this is dangerous as well, as PK needs to stay alive here. As Slowpoke getting ahead. Good move. PK wasn't really in a lot of duress. Did a pretty good job of getting out. And he will get a kiss here. And almost a reset. Ooh, this is dangerous here. Slob gets returned. Rig grabs. Can't get by. PK out past 2. Sniped by FK though.
Yep.
Just, really clever tag pro moves here the whole time.
That's a difficult situation I feel PK got himself into, with the boost going straight into him in mid. Like, I've seen a lot of people just end up stalling there because, like, what can you do? You're being sniped. What I've seen a few people do, though, that I feel is a bit smarter, though, is to go straight down, because it can be a bit hard to adjust the angle, and I've seen it work. What do you think?
I mean, you're definitely right. But like I said, I really want to take notice of how Chapo Cap House has played, because they've made excellent moves, outstanding jukes, great grabs, but the issue that they've had this whole time is making poor decisions. And another one, some poor decisions and a great grab by the offense gets them out pass. And here's Saren out past 3. Slowpoke is blocked out. Easy walk in cap. Just missing some fundamentals here is Chapo Cap House, as Gizzards is really putting the work in on them here, as they're up by 9 caps here with a minute to go.
This is not good for 10. Chapo.
And it is not good for Chapo. Dad with a boat. Brutal little boat there by Dad.
Yeah. And it's bad when the other team can both, although, I mean, also that does occasionally happen naturally.
I mean, I'm a big fan. And see, look, right there, took the snipe, tried to get the return, missed it. It's not like they've played poorly. They just haven't been able to make the moves they need to. And when they do play well, it's usually followed by a bad decision. Grabbing when you shouldn't, hopping off onto OG when you need to stay back, not playing anti. And Slop on my knob looking to end the shutout here, and he will. No shutout for Gizzards. They don't get to put the goose eggs on the board, but they do get to put the L here, as I find it quite unlikely that the Gizzards do not come back and lose this half here in the next 39 seconds. But at least, some caps, some promise here. Capo Chap House definitely not done and out and eliminated. But
it's another cap for the Gizzards!
It is, and kind of demoralized Capo Chap House here. Just brutal.
And most teams do not handle demoralization well at all.
Slowpoke though, last second cap, great job by Slowpoke. That was brilliant. Some great moves, excellent job. I'm excited for him there.
Slow polka, more like strong polka, but you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Once again, not a huge difference in stats. A little bit, more prevent on the Graham Parsons Serendipity than Rig and Slow Polka, which I mean, Dad and FK are just a phenomenal offense. No offense to Slob and PK, but I think FK and Dad might be the top offense in the league. And while I think, PK and Slob just weren't enough to knock Graham Parsons and Saren off their game, it just wasn't gonna happen.
Let's see, Capo Trap House.
Yeah, got 2 caps there that half.
There we go. Okay, why is this not working? Oh, yeah.
And now we're about to start here on Joji. Joji, new map here.
I had to personally take a moment to relearn how my spreadsheet scoreboard worked. Because I hadn't touched it in such a long while, and I used to have it working differently. Oof. Anyway, let's get Joji added to the stream because it is currently not added. Oh wait, I can't do that because darn. Well, everyone, just pretend what Joji is like. It's one of those maps that
it's kind of wiggly. It's kind of wiggly like a worm. Imagine a worm with 2 little stripes on the top. Those are the gates. Got a little stripe on each side. Bombs for eyeballs. You could say the worm's going either way. And
just like
there's a visual on stream now here, so.
Not quite.
Well,
now it is.
Yep.
I have a waiting screen. There have been times where I've forgotten to switch away from the waiting screen. for an entire half. Anyway, welcome everyone to Game 2, Half 1 of the Chapo Cap House versus the Pink Gizzard and the Lizard Wizards. I finally memorized that team's name. Like I had to read off notes for the past two announcements.
I'm excited to see how offenses use those bombs, both the mid bombs and the in-base bombs, because we're going to see just how well teams can grab here, because most of the boosts actually don't help direct grabbing methods. They're much better for like on your way out of base than anything else. As FK proves my point, comes into base and tries to get out here, as Rig's going to be out with a little bit of space here.
Honestly, the bomb situation reminds me somewhat of Sugar Hill. Well, it's not quite the same. It's still like you can bomb ahead, buddy bomb. You can use them for a bunch of snipers. It's very similar.
Pretty reasonable. Suicide there to get Graham Parsons with the rolling on flag.
And really nice boost by Flob. Like, he was performing some legit parkour there.
Hardcore parkour by Slob. As Graham out past a couple. PK. Ooh.
FK saved the day.
Yeah, clutch positioning there by FK.
And like, I bet there was some good team comms going on there too.
Top tier spawns here though. Wow, PK's got to be hitting himself there. He should have been able to cap that. That's not. I don't put that on the defense. PK was really indecisive there. I think he takes a half second more, and he has that cap. He just has it.
This should be a cap for the Chapos if they.
PK kind of stood on that wall for a little long. PK should have 2 caps right now. Plain and simple. They lost the pup battle, but they definitely won the pup war because PK was out with some space.
And the sad thing about this entire thing is that PK is normally not like this.
PK, that was an excellent boost by him though. Rig pulls a little bit, swipes. PK's there for the return, and Rig will get that hard push to reset the base. PK uses that mid bomb to get in, and Slob times him with a nice little boost. Doesn't get anything out of it. Dad and FK kind of been held quiet here by Rig and Slowpoke. Slowpoke picks up a tag pro, and Slob's going to get a rolling as well. Not undefused. Now he's diffused.
I think I've been setting the record for most pastries eaten on the stream right now. Sorry, that's a side note.
I wonder what the record for most pastries eaten on a stream is.
I know the longest stream ever done is at least 24 hours, like continuous stream, or was it 2 days?
I don't know. I know one of the guys that I used to follow did a live stream of the complete works of William Shakespeare, which was like 5 days, but he did sleep.
No, I'm talking about like live stream with someone. Like, there's some other requirement for it.
Yeah.
Like, there had to be someone there at all times? Maybe?
Something like that. I wonder what type of pastry she's eating, Dwarf. Well, we got a little lull in the action here.
It's a $1 cherry pie from Target. I only learned about these miniature pies since summer, and ever since I've just been getting them, and like, I like them.
The best one's the lemon one.
Sadly, Target doesn't carry that. They have apple, cherry, blueberry, and some nut, which I'm blanking on.
Are they the hand pies, or the ones that are actually, they come in the like pie tins and are circular?
Pie tins.
Okay. Because you can get the hand pies at like convenience stores. The lemon one's the best. It's so good.
Yeah.
That's a cap for Dad. That's a cap. Rig tried to get the boost there.
And
just couldn't get it.
And the fact that the first cap came 5 minutes into the game, I think is very interesting. And this should be a cap for the Chapo Cap House. It's the great equalizer!
Great job by them. Let's see if they can turn it into 2 here. That'd be much more impressive. And they won't be able to, but great job by them to, get that cap, put them back on the board. Slowpoke looks to line up a boost here on Graham. And Slob gets kind of, might have a chance for a reset here, as PK's going to be out past 4. Slob just needs to block. Oh, Slob blocks PK! Team kill there.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
I know that's not working against their own team, but it just feels like it almost. It's like, it just leaves me sad.
Slowpoke even had a chance there to get the rolling.
By the way, if any stream watchers have a recommendation of a copyright-free song that they want to be listening to, just post it.
That was a great little boost by Slob. And not really a smart kiss there by Saren. I don't know what he was thinking there.
PK's in a fairly decent position right now, I'd say.
PK's... What a boost there by PK.
I mean, what I meant is that he had space to retreat and use boost in a very comfortable format.
Rig did an excellent job getting that. Let's see if he can finish that off.
He is not.
But a pretty good setup for Pups for PK to pick up that top up.
Or Slowpoke.
Slowpoke is the one that's going to get it.
Ooh.
That's far worse.
PK
as Slowpoke gets blocked. Yeah. And they might have 2 here as PK chasing down FK. It's the battle of the Ks.
PK versus FK. Who's going to come out on top? Oh, imagine if this game was only about PK versus FK and that was all.
FK taking the boost kind of an interesting way. Let's Rig get the snipe on him there.
I like doing what Rig does, like block an FC from taking a boost and then using it against them. But it's also risky.
Rig's been playing a lot better. He kind of had some rough starts on that other map, but he's been doing a real good job of just keeping the flag in base. Really, right now, the issue's been with the offense for Chapo Cap House. Is PK could have quite easily picked up a ton of
caps.
Yeah, he just couldn't.
The usual today.
And also the OD at times.
I mean, that one you just, have to play a little less risky there. No, call it out. That's some communication failures that we're seeing there for Capo Chap House. Slob My Knob takes the boost straight in. Good job with that. Gonna be out past 2. He's out past. She's out past 2. Get past FK.
Oh yeah, Slob is a she.
Yeah, sorry, Slob. I mean, I don't believe so. But that's my Tag Pro conspiracy theory. Rig with a nice grab. What a weird bomb there as Rig gets out in the most bizarre way I've ever seen.
It almost worked, you have to admit. Despite it being bizarre,
that was such... They had opportunities to get ahead.
But
they just didn't.
And that's the weirdest thing I feel like we've been seeing so far. Like, Chapo Cap House has had the opportunities to do stuff, and some of this hasn't even been that hard. It's just it hasn't happened.
They've missed kind of what you would assume are rudimentary caps, and then they've let up, some real, not to put anything off of the Wizards' half so far, but they've only played, well at times. They haven't been stunning this entire game. A 4-1 score difference with how these teams play does not seem like what you would expect from this half. I think PK left about 4 caps just by himself on the board with weird decision making, and they definitely gave up an extra cap with that as well. They need a long, hard talk about what the right thing to do during certain situations are, because that's where Chapo Cap House really struggles.
And I'm also more surprised that this is from an A team. Yes, this is in Novice League, but it's a step above B team, you know. I remember like during minors season 4, or maybe 3 or 5, I forget. There's this one play where on one map there's like a two tile tall tunnel. It was blocked on both sides by defense. The enemy FC was in the middle, so there's literally no way for the FC to get out without dying. Except they did. They juked the enemy defense in this 2 tile wide tall tunnel. Minors. And they got so much like back talk from that, like very minor mistake. You can tell minors back then was very perfectionist. So I don't expect perfectionism from 18, but like
no, I do expect better from them. Mm-hmm. There's just a lot of left caps on the board, and we're not talking about players' mechanical skills, because all of these players are very mechanically skilled, but there's just Chapo Cap House is not significantly worse than the Gizzards, and the score doesn't reflect the play. And the only way it's not that they're losing pups significantly more, and it's not that they're not getting out, it's not that they're not getting grabs, it's not that their defense isn't containing well or preventing well, but when push comes to shove and there's a decision that needs to get made, it seems like they're always making the wrong one.
Let's take a moment to talk about something we liked about Chapo.
Yeah, I really thought that PK had some excellent moves, and Rig had some really interesting grabs as a defender. I was really pleased with Rig's moves on offense here. I think that Chapo Cap House did an outstanding job on defense. Honestly, they did. I think that they kept the flag in base for a significant period of the time. FK and Dad are both great jukers, and it seemed like they kept him quiet the whole first half of the game. Took 6 minutes for one cap to get put on the board, and then once they even tied it back up, but then they kind of never really got back in their rhythm. But great defense, absolutely locking them down. Some excellent moves on offense to grab.
Yes, I think Rig played the best last round by far. I didn't really pay too much attention to PK, so sorry if I missed his plays too, but Rig, I feel, noticed what was going wrong, like what we were commentating about, and just
Rig's severe improvement from game 1 to game 2. Rig improved exponentially between game 1 and game 2 there on Cedar, and then I believe Cedar, and then Joji.
Yeah, and I'm also really surprised by it too, because you saw how game 1 went. They didn't do well, and most teams do not do well when they're just tilted against like that.
Good job coming back. I want to talk a little bit about the Gizzards, because I've kind of been more discussing, flaws in Chapo than what the Gizzards have done well. And the Gizzards definitely haven't played perfectly, but Graham, they just seem to be in the right place at the right time. They're really positioning well, and they're not making these insane, crazy plays. They got a couple of them on game 1 where they had a phenomenal bomb to cap. But this last half, I didn't see any, ridiculous splits or, mind-dropping plays. It's just been consistent, steady play. And, I think the Gizzards can really ride that for the rest of the season here. They don't need to be flashy. They can be, but they don't need to be to put caps up on the board.
That's one of the things I love the most about the Pink Gizzards right now. It's that they do play fairly consistently most of the time. Yes, they do have their wild moments, But at least it is wildly inspired and not just wild, I forgot to do stuff. So
Yeah, they haven't seemed flustered. Nothing the Chapo Cap House has done made them like lose their mind, go forward when they're not supposed to, rush when they didn't need to. They've played incredibly steady this entire time. Oh, looks like we're having
some things happen. I hope we're not starting 3v3 right now, because that's sort of what it's looking like. Cherry is one of my best flavors. Welcome everyone to Game 2, Half 2 of the Chapo Cap. Oh wait, I need to get up playing screen. There we go. Welcome everyone to Game 2, Half 2 of the Chapo Cap House versus the Pink Gizzard and the Lizard Wizards.
Gizzards are down a player right now.
One cap?
And PK.
Isn't it 3 caps?
It is 4-1. They were down a player though.
Oh, a player. I thought you said a cap. My bad.
And they're about to be down another cap there as Dad walks it in for the easy W as FK's out past 4 and will remain past 4 here.
That's just some weird positioning by the Gizzards there. It's like... But their defense is certainly holding up.
And that might be another one here as FK comes in. No, Whelan Timmy, great job.
Really nice
Looks
OD
like
by Whelan there.
Yeah, Whelan came in for a slob on my knob there, so we'll see.
Ooh, that might change things dramatically. Ooh.
Dad with a rolling and a cap here.
But at the same time, it's like...
And FK's out past 3 and about to be past 4 as Whelan's blocked out, and that's 4-0. And we are only a minute and 20 seconds into this game.
I feel like Whelan Timmy should have changed the tide on stuff more, except it's like, it's the opposite impact. It's like, what? I'm so confused.
Yeah, they definitely need to take a deep breath because they're down 7 caps with 8 minutes to go. Then again, one thing I've noticed before is that B-teamers probably have the largest shock in going up a league, like from B to A, than any other jump you could look at, like A to minors, minors to majors. Like B FK's
to A
about
is
to come in here for another
large.
cap. And he's got it.
So that might also just be playing against Whelan too. Like, he might not be used to this level of pressure.
He's heading on offense now with slow polka. Pops on O as well. Rig doesn't want to get the return until PK at anti set up. So pretty smart move by him. But weird decision by Rig there as he's going to allow Dad to just walk in for the cap.
I was clenching myself so hard for the return there.
Rig misses that snipe. FK did a great job kind of baiting him to it. Rig's gonna pick up a tag throw. Taking on O. PK with a nice snipe. Slow polka out past 2. Out past 2 still. Rig can't. Does he have it here? No, he doesn't.
What a save by the Pink Gizzards and the Lizard Wizards.
Outstanding save. And he's out past 3 now.
And it's just like...
Oof, Rig's got it though. Rig's got that.
And that's what I mean by Rig is playing well. He knew to stay ahead. when so many other times the Chapos weren't.
Yeah, they're just not staying ahead, and they did give up that cap. Rig just could not hold forever.
Like,
And Whalen Timmy gets abused by Saren there.
there are times where you can play OD, but for the most part, it's like practically every map, it's like your success on one OD is going to be like 20%. It's not fun.
Yeah, being a single player on OD is a bad juju. And FK is gonna be here with the lead. Great little bomb there. Whalen Timmy needs to stay alive, and he has to know that. He has to stay safer. He kind of went for a juke when he had a lane. That's some weird decision making, in my opinion. I understand he thought he could get that juke, but he needs to stay alive. His job should have been push arrow keys as far away as possible, because he did have players coming
I didn't quite
right behind him.
see an open lane there, but maybe I
On the
just
back.
missed it.
Just for a couple extra seconds. Not like a get out, but a live longer than he did lane.
Okay, fair enough. I thought you meant
Yeah.
like get out and possibly
No.
cap if you
No,
happen
he
to
wasn't. No, he didn't have that. But his primary goal should not have been cap at that point. His primary goal needs to switch to stay alive. And Rig doesn't get the positioning he wants as FK picks up a rolling and is out past a couple, and Slow Polka snipes him and holds him up. I mean,
I can see that. Like, he has tag pro, like,
that's
once
a great,
you grab it,
great
you
move
lose
by
all
Slow Polka.
advantage.
Great move by Slow Polka. Literally saves a cap there.
But nonetheless,
Yeah,
the
you should go
Chapo
for a
cap
kiss.
house needs, what, 11 more caps if they want to win this game. And, like,
That is correct.
do you know what the largest comeback is ever in the history of Tag Pro?
I don't. I
Let's-
honestly don't. I bet that there's not that.
I
bet no
remember
one's got
someone
that.
asked before, similarly, like, what's the largest amount of caps someone scored in a game? And I remember in, like, competitive Tag Pro Arena, there has at least been a game reaching over 20 caps. With a healthy amount from both sides. But that's a side fact.
I mean, it's a fun side fact. Slowpoke tries to get out, can't get past Dad. He's really showing him who's the boss. He's showing him who's your daddy.
Ooh,
As Graham
PKs.
Parsons holds PK on some great anti by Graham Parsons.
Let's say you are PK in that very exact situation. What would you do?
Cry. Because
Let's-
Graham Parsons had you smoked.
But let's say
Just
you
like
have
your-
10 seconds to prepare.
Bounce off the wall and get in any way, shape, or form you cannot get pushed behind the flag. Your goal is to get out in front of the flag there.
Personally, I was thinking roughly the same thing, but I was looking at the bomb instead because yes, it is risky, but it is fun and it's powerful.
Yeah. PK with the LMAO this week is gonna suck on the subreddit. Yeah, it is, bud. Yeah, it is. I don't have good words for you on that front because it's not gonna be pleasant. Great grab though by him. Excellent rub. Wheel and Timmy needed to kind of line himself up for that. As Saren gets, is he gonna cap here? No,
No.
Riggs got him.
Rig had the height that he needed.
Misses that though, and that's gotta be a cap here, right?
They played.
That's
Yeah, that's cap.
Oh, nope. As I say, took him too long to get there.
He had like a microsecond there to do it in, but it went quickly. This honestly is almost reminding me of Pigeon Boy A-Team again. Like the Capos and the Pigeon Boys are similar in that, you know, Pigeon Boys first half, they had a lot of opportunities they didn't capitalize on. Chapo Cap House, similarly, it's like they have a lot of opportunities that they're just not following through.
Yep.
It's It's
PK
not like a
looking
fundamental like, oh no, they're playing 20 times smarter than us. We don't know how to counter this sort of. We're losing sort of situation.
right.
So it's also interesting to see how both teams are handling this and working with and improving on their situation. Because ultimately, that's a huge part of what makes a team. And the Gizzards are not really being challenged on this.
No, they're not.
If I were doing ratings or rankings for a team, I would not really put much stock into this game for them.
No, I'd agree with you. This scoreline's super inflated. You can tell Capo Chaphouse kind of lost their brains here and didn't play. It played like they just didn't care.
And did you see that too? Like,
Yeah. I don't put any stock into this game for any legitimate standings purposes. This is at least this half here just kind of it snowballed on them.
but you know
And
that the
trust.
NLTP rankers are still going to use it as if like, hey, this player got 10 OGAFs, so he must be having the best week possible ever. Because most rankings are like that.
Yeah, great. No disrespect to any team here, but Gizzard still played amazing. There were tons of moves there, solid blocking and defense. Graham Parsons is the top D player this week. I'm calling it right now. There's no way that he's not. He's outstanding both halves here on Joji.
And that's also one thing I don't quite like about OGASP and DGASP, because there are weeks where you just have an easy opponent, you just get really good scores, and then there are weeks where it's not quite the case. And there is quite a bit of swing involved with that in the scores. It's weird.
Well, thanks for joining us, Dwarf. I'm glad to join you here on this stream, and thanks for letting me commentate. I appreciate all your hard work in setting up the stream for us.
And thank you, Second, as well. Today was a really fun stream. I know this is actually probably one of my most pessimistic streams ever. But also, from my point of view, it's like one of the first games where I feel like I've been able to really discuss the strategy of things. And it really starts to open my eyes to like, oh, they're missing that, or they're doing well on this. And it's like,
Yep,
it's hard to
absolutely.
figure out how to commentate now. It's not like this happened, it's like this happened because X, they need to improve on.
I mean, that's why you get a color guy and a play-by-play guy. Someone to just rock the play-by-play, and someone else to talk about some strats.
So weird. But anyway, one more shout out to Very Refined, one of our other loyal viewers.
Thanks for finding.
Thank you, Second, for coming, and have a good night, everyone.